1985, and an even shorter price favourite this year, Brown's Gazette, 6-4 on, with the 83 champion Gay Brief at 4-1, big gap to the next, Renova and See You Then at 16s.
Yes, Richard, they're under orders, being called in. And it's the first time when Brown's Gazette has run right out wide of the others. Dermot Brown bringing him back to join him now, but he's trailing him at the moment. Lost quite a bit of ground at the start, the favourite. Quite a sensation. You heard a buzz in the stands as he jumps the first flight well last, and they're being led by Northern Trial from Desert Orchid and Fred Kateri, and then Gay Brief. Then comes Amarok and Central Line and Little Round over on the far side. Statesmanship's behind them, and Brown's Gazette is still the back marker, having swerved right across the course as the tape rose. And Northern Trial taking him along at a great gallop from the grey Desert Orchid. Then Fred Kateri and Roundover has moved into fourth. Then comes See You Then and Statesmanship, and behind them Amarok and Gay Brief. And then stands Pride. And Brown's Gazette making ground all the time on the inside, but Northern Trial taking him along still at a very fast pace, about 3 lengths up on Desert Orchid, who's got an 8-length lead now on Fred Kateri and Roundover, with See You Then next, and then comes Statesmanship and Gay Brief, and on the inner stands Pride, and then comes Amarok, and then Miller Hill, and then Passage Creeper, then comes Brown's Gazette on the inside, then Central Line and Robin Wonder, and still Northern Trial blazing the trail from Desert Orchid. A long gap to Fred Kateri and Roundover and See You Then. Then as they come down to the third, Miller Hill moves into sixth, but it's Northern Trial a long way clear as they come to it. Jumps it clear of Desert Orchid, a good 10 lengths clear. He is of Fred Kateri and Roundover, and then See You Then. Then comes Miller Hill. Just in behind Miller Hill is Statesmanship, then Brown's Gazette with Stands Pride next, and the back marker now is Central Line, the fourth they're coming down to now of the 8 flights in the Waterford Crystal Champion Hurdle, and Northern Trial still making it from Desert Orchid, and these two are a long way clear of the remainder, who are headed by Fred Kateri, then Roundover on the inside, then making ground towards the outer is Passage Creeper as they race towards the next flight. And still Northern Trial in the lead from Desert Orchid. Gay Brief has now moved into third. Passage Creeper is next. Fred Kateri has lost ground. Then comes See You Then. Roundover has lost ground too. Northern Trial clear as they race towards the top of the hill. Gay Brief and Passage Creeper next. Then comes Fred Kateri and See You Then. Then Statesmanship, and then Brown's Gazette making progress now. But Northern Trial with a commanding advantage. Richard Dunwoody with 3 left to jump in the champion hurdle. Northern Trial a long way clear of the 1983 champion Gay Brief. Then comes Passage Creeper, behind him Fred Kateri, then See You Then comes Brown's Gazette still making ground, but Northern Trial is clear. At the third last, jumps it beautifully. In second place now is Gay Brief, and third very close is Passage Creeper, then See You Then Fred Kateri, and Brown's Gazette's making ground under pressure over on the far side, but Northern Trial with the advantage now as they come to jump the second last. Northern Trial lands in the lead. Gay Brief jumps it second. Then comes Brown's Gazette as they race round the home turn. And it's Gay Brief who's taken it up now from Brown's Gazette. See You Then is cantering just in behind the leaders. Coming to the final flight, Gay Brief, the 83 champion from Brown's Gazette, and See You Then. See You Then going very strongly in behind Gay Brief. Gay Brief lands in the lead from See You Then. It's See You Then on the near side. Gay Brief on the far side. See You Then has taken it up, and See You Then is storming clear to win the champion hurdle. Robin Wonder has moved into second, but See You Then has it well sewn up. Steve Smith-Eccles wins it on a chance ride. See You Then the winner. Robin Wonder is second. Stands Pride is third, and 4 Gay Brief. Behind them came Fred Kateri and Brown's Gazette and Roundover, and then Central Line and Amarok.
See You Then for Nicky Henderson and Steve Smith-Eccles at 16-1. Win the champion hurdle. Robin Wonder 66-1 second. Stands Pride, an even bigger price, 100-1. In third place, the controversial odds-on favourite Brown's Gazette veered sharply left at the start, losing around 20 lengths in the process. Remarkably made ground, but almost inevitably had little more to give after the final hurdle, fading into sixth.